What's up, everybody? It's Overflow. Next is the channel Faith, Trading, and Wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on the financial markets. And today we're going to be taking a closer look at crypto and, take a few requests today. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you are blessed. I just want to say what's up. I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day with the family, had some barbecue, whatever it was that you were doing. Hope you guys are doing well. So that being said, we're gonna hop right into it and just chat it up a bit before we, start with the charts. I'm gonna start off with XRP. We're gonna look for some trading opportunities today. The reason why I did live stream yesterday is because the market is typically slower on holidays and especially Memorial Day. So I didn't see the point in live streaming for an opportunity. There was a few opportunities yesterday, just staring at the chart, but not like really fantastic opportunities for like big profit. So we will look at some stuff on the charts. If we could find like some really good moves, I'll start off with XRP, like I said, and I'll look at my personal trading watch list that I do, and then I'll take some requests from there. But other than that, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are blessed. Before we get started in anything, I always have to acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ before we move on. Whether I'm having a good day, a bad day, a fantastic day, really crappy day, I still have to acknowledge him and, give him glory in all that I do. So that being said, let's see, looking at XRP, nobody's in the chat, so we're just going to hop right onto these charts, starting off with XRP. And if you are a member, definitely put out your, your request today. I will take member requests. And if you want your request done, you could hit me up with a super chat. That'd be super fantastic. I appreciate that. And shout out to Jason Casper for holding the super chat title right now. Thank you for the most recent subscriber, G. Appreciate you. And most recent member, Trips, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. So shout out to all you guys for that. So members, I have more than 6 members. I don't know why it's showing that I only have 6, so that's strange. But I think it's because of the reset every month, but that's cool. But other than that, we're going to hop right onto these charts. We're not going to waste no time. We're just going to get right into the nitty gritty and see what's going on with XRP and other assets. All right, so let's go. So looking at XRP, if y'all don't know, I trade the Japanese style as well. I know some people may be new to this channel that are watching, so thank you guys for watching and staying tuned. But I do trade the Japanese style called ICHIMOKU Kinko Hyo. It's a Japanese style that is used to find the trend of the market. I know it's a kind of messy to read because a lot of people are not familiar with it and people may get discouraged using it, but actually it is quite helpful for beginners catching trends in the market and knowing whether to go long or go short. But if you want to, have content on that, or, consider subscribing and liking, my channel. And, I have content on here that I do have that is available to understand Ichimoku. And I also have content on here that I will be, putting out in the near future on how to trade Ichimoku and just different styles of trading and different tips on trading as well. So I will be going over that. So let me check and let me see what is going on with XRP. So looking here at XRP using Ichimoku, we are still very bearish. We are still underneath this gigantic cloud. Let me take these off. So we are still underneath this gigantic cloud here, as y'all could see. Price, as long as it prices underneath the cloud, we're thinking bearish long term. Even though the market is showing signs of, a little correction right now, it's just very small in the smaller time frames. We're still very bearish overall, but looking at everything, we had a bounce off of this support down here. As you see, this gigantic wick. Let me take this off one more time. This gigantic wick, this whole area is considered a support where buyers are looking at the market. And as you see, buyers did take over this area and push it back up to this red zone as you see currently right now. So that's what I'm looking at to see if price is going to hold at this level for a short opportunity to move lower, or if we're going to move higher to this red zone and this Kijun level, this blue line here, and get a bounce to the downside up from there, or break market structure and continue to move higher. So that's something that I am, I'm keeping my eyes on it, because that's where I want to take my next trade at. I'm actually already in a short trade here because we are at an order block taking Ichimoku off. You see here that this is where sellers usually come into the market, and that's what I'm anticipating, to see if sellers are going to take over this area and push the market back to the downside to, let's see, what level is this? The 38-cent level. That's where I'm looking to see if price is going to push down. If you notice, putting Ichimoku back on, if you notice, the market is actually ranging right here from this point to this point here. So taking this back off, you see, and let me see, right here, you see the market's ranging between here. So I do want to see if we could come back up, or if we're going to break this order block, move back to the top side, which will take us to 44 cents. That's another area where I will look to go short too, if we do not, if we do not bounce from this red zone to the downside. I will see if we could move back to the upside, going back to the 44-cent level. And if we could manage to break above that, then I'll be looking at this red zone. But looking at this market, it's kind of hard to tell right now, just because there's really not too much momentum here, especially there is buying pressure, as you see here on the CVO. But overall, the market is still overall bearish here on the RCI. So that's what I'm taking into consideration. I do like what I'm seeing as far as a chance to move back to the downside, just because the Kijun's also angling to the downside as well. So I am taking that into account. Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, if we notice here, let's see. Let's start off with the price first. Let's do that. Even though on the 4-hour time frame everything is pretty much bullish, on the 4-hour here, you got a bullish cloud, you got price above the cloud, we still need to break this order block area based off the daily time frame. Now you got Kijun angling up, you got the Tinkerson angling up, but looking at that, it's kind of hard to decide, because look at this bearish volume kicking in. So we see that sellers are still trying to keep the market lower here, and see if you already see some rejection. You had big rejection right here, and then the market came down, but it bounced off the cloud in the Kijun level and came back up. So now I'm waiting to see if we're going to break this level or if we're going to bounce. And it's still early to call because there's no signal giving us that confirmation. The only thing I have to go by is the volume here. And then coming down to the 1-hour time frame, you see that volume is decreasing in buying pressure. So I'm still thinking short in this market. It's still early to call, but I'm still thinking short, where we may have a double top and we may get that drop. And I'm seeing something like this right now. Maybe we make a lower high and then start moving down like this. So I am curious. I don't have a signal just yet on what to do, so I can't give you like, oh, get in the trade here. So there's nothing here just yet to get into this market. However, I am seeing the market is losing bullish momentum here as well, based off my CVO. So I am considering that. And then going down to the 15, let's take a look. Yep, volume is just decreasing here. No buying pressure. So if I were you guys, I would look to probably go short here. Just my perspective. There's not buying pressure to where we're going to break this high, or break out this order block. So be mindful of that. Be watching this area, because look, we should have actually broke this level already, because look here. And the reason why I'm thinking short is because look, this volume did, break a higher than the previous candle, or the previous volume bar. But when we look at it, let's take a look here. It did break higher, but it never closed above this level, which is why I'm concerned. And then also looking at this volume here, it is about to close shorter than this one. So this is probably a false sense of security and breakout. It was from what I'm getting. This candle closes the next minute and 40 seconds. So looking at it now, if it does not close higher than this previous candle, most likely the market's going to lose steam and start to reverse here. So me personally, I'm betting to the downside. So how I would play this, let's see. This is going to be a really interesting play, but I will put my entry here at this level. Stop loss above, and then I will look to go to the downside to the next level here. Maybe even this fractal level, but overall I'm looking at probably this move here. And sorry for that, you guys, there's a train. I live right next to the train station. So if you hear the train, forgive me. It is what it is. Let's see, let's go to the daily. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Let me move this here and let me go to the daily real quick. Why is it not showing up? So there we go, right there. This is what I have. Maybe I need to move this a little bit. So let's move it over. And let's do that. That entry's way too low. That entry's way too low. I don't know why it's not letting me change my entry point. Okay, there we go. So right here, this is where I have my trade set up. So entry would be right at this level, probably about the 41 cent 998.4 level. That's what I'm looking at. Stop loss will be slightly above this order block at 42.84.1, and then targets will be down here at 38 cents. And yeah, that's where I have my targets. So that's what I have for now on XRP. I just don't see the volume increasing for buyers right now. So that being said, I'm looking to go short here. Have a really tight stop on this. We're looking for a maximum of 356 pips. And then after that, we'll see if we could get that. And also, we have to be mindful if we break through this cloud or not, or this fractal level here. Around here, this is probably where I will put more entries based off the breakout. So we'll see. What's up, Wolf? How you doing? Oh, nice. A MS Paint rainbow. Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but cool. But other than that, that's what I have for XRP. We're still very overall bearish, and coming down to the weekly time, or coming over to the weekly time frame, looking at it, momentum is still very bearish here on those selling pressure. So I do not see, you know, this price going higher anytime soon. And then also RCI is very bearish as well. So that being said, I'm still bearish on XRP. There's no hate on XRP. I'm still very much a enthusiast when it comes to XRP, but just being realistic, the charts are saying that this market's still very weak as far as the bigger picture. Despite the news going on, news is just a smoke screen in my opinion. I never trade news. I just trade what I see on the chart, and that's it. And I've been very successful doing that. But right now, looking at it, there's no real good moves here. So I would go shorts if I was a trader in any aspect in the market. So I would look to go shorts for any traders out there. Let's see. Let's go with Bitcoin. I trade Bitcoin, but it's not my favorite thing to really look at as far as trading. But let's see what it's doing. All right, so let me see. I still have this coming to the downside. Let me take this off. I don't need this right now. We are still very bearish here. Let's see. Just make okay, got you. Yeah, if you want to learn what these lines mean, yeah, definitely check. I have content on that, by the way, too. So if you want to check out the content on that, definitely feel free to subscribe. I don't know if you're a subscriber already, but I would appreciate that. But I do have content that on basics on how to use this system and the colors of everything. So you're more than welcome to check it out if that's what you are into. But anyway, going here, I still think the market's going to go to the downside. We're still technically in this range here. So inside this box, I'm still looking at the market going to the downside, so I could move this over so I won't get too distracted by it. But let's see what the market is telling us. Let's go. We are technically in a TK zone, which the blue and the red line could cross over. But, you know, that's not too much that's going on. Let's see. You said, yeah, Viper told me to come up. Okay, that's what's up. I'm going to have to talk with Viper after this because I think he's streaming tonight, so I'll be over on his stream as well. So after that, I'll check. I'll see. But I appreciate you coming over here, man. And I'll give Viper a holler, too. What's up, Mike J? How you doing, bro? What's good? Yo, what's good? Yeah, it's good over here, man. Just seeing if I could find some opportunities to trade right now. Because the market is kind of slow because of Memorial Day is over. There was an opportunity yesterday, but I was on stream, so I kind of missed that. Let me see, though. I do know that on Bitcoin, buyers are coming into the market, as you see here. Buyers are coming in. But here's the big but about this. The but part is that we have indecision at this level. If y'all don't know how to read candles, I suggest you learn how to read candles. This is saying that the market's indecisive, saying that neither buyers or sellers are in control. So what we want to see here, technically, is we want to see the market break out this range, whether that be bullish or bearish. So let me move this over. Okay, it won't let me apparently, which is crazy. So let me do this. So right here, we need to break either this high or this low. And if we can't break either this high or low, we're still going to remain in this candle's range. So if that's the case, there's no reason to really get excited about the market because there's indecision here. However, you do see buying pressure in this market. So I am taking note, taking account of that. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, let's see. This is the range that we're talking about. Let me see. You see selling pressure is starting to come in. All right. So this could be a trap for bulls. You see that buyers were pushing this market up, but you see that they're slowly starting to leave the market. So what this may mean, we might start to see some divergence in this area on the lower time frame, and then we'll probably go for a short. At least so far, that's what I'm getting in this market. Coming down to the 1-hour charts, yeah, you see that decrease in buyers right here. Look how strong sellers are coming into this market. Even though this is showing that there was bulls in the market, that there was buyers, we are seeing sellers are coming in this area very quickly. So be mindful of that. If you are trading Bitcoin, start looking to close your long positions and look to go short in this area. Sellers are definitely looking at this area to push the market down. As far as divergence, I don't see much there, unless you want to count this as divergence, where we have a double top here and you see this is falling down, then yes, we do have divergence, but we need to break this fractal level for a short. This will break market structure, and then you'll see the market start to crumble to the downside here. That's what I'm looking for. You want to see the price break the price at 31,589. Once we break that price right there, then we'll start to see, prices move to the downside. So I'm gonna make a mental note here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say price needs to break this level to continue lower. So let me type that to the side right here. Let me have this only visible on the 1-hour time frame. What's up, General Groper? How you doing, brother? I appreciate you being here. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm just trying to help people make some money tonight if I see any opportunities. So let me see if I could catch anything, because hey, sometimes these markets be slow and you just are asleep when the markets are going off. I might be up late tonight catching trades. So if you're in my Discord, right? So if you're in the Discord, definitely hit me up. I might put a trade out in the Discord, but let me make a mental note right here before I forget. Price needs to break this level to continue. Oh my God. There you go. Lower. All right. So price needs to break this level specifically to break lower. That's what I'm looking at. If we don't get that, then I don't even care because I'm not going to waste my time. But we have to break this level to continue lower. If not, then I don't even care about the market. What's up, Zerpcat? How you doing? Appreciate you being here, man. Hope all is well with you. So yeah, I'm gonna give a few free trades on this if I see the opportunity. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set a alert here. If it alerts me during this stream, then I will give out the trade on Twitter and in the Discord group. So this will be one free trade for everybody. Short BTC. All right, that's what I'm seeing here. All right, so we're good here as far as Bitcoin. And then let me just check the 15. I don't like going too much further than the 15, but you see how much buyers are leaving this market. Like, look how much buyers are leaving this market. They tried it, but look how far buyers are leaving the market right now on the 15. So prepare to see a market dump. It might be a flash crash. It might just be a crash. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But I do see more momentum to the downside now because of that. And, you know, people are hoping for the bull market. But let me show you something. I'm going to take some stuff off here because I want to educate a little bit too today, because it's important to understand how the market moves and why it moves the way it does. Let me take that off. I'm taking this off because my targets are already in place. We already hit 2 targets out of 4, so I'm just waiting on the next. All right, let me go here. Knock that off. All right. So the reason why the market's struggling in this particular area, I don't need ICHIMOKU for this. But the reason why we're struggling right here, because we're at a fractal level, all right? This is why the market's struggling in this area. We are already seeing some slight rejection here. This is structure on the weekly. This whole area is considered a fractal zone. So we are struggling here. And then if we go to a smaller time frame, there's order blocks in this. Like, I'm pretty sure it's on the 4-hour where I could point one out. Let's see. Yep, an order block right in this area, right here. So yeah, we are seeing some rejection at this level for a reason. So I'm not surprised by it. I'm just in the mindset of catching the moves before it happens. That's why we see problems right here based off the weekly structure in the market. But looking at it, we're going to have to wait and see. Overall, this market's still overall bearish based off the weekly and the higher time frames. And you see that bearish momentum is starting to kick in on the weekly here too as well. You see the Kijun's angle down is really sharp. Tengen-sen's angling down as well. So the market's getting back into equilibrium, saying that the market's going to make its move very soon. I give it about either this week or next week is when the market's really going to show its fangs. Maybe, let's see, today is now Tuesday. I'm going to say probably in the next 3 days we'll see. If the market really wants to make its move, we'll see in the next 2 to 3 days, the market will make its move really bad to the downside. If we're going to see, bears really take over or capitalize on the selling pressure, the buying pressure leaving the market. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for shorts. If I see anything differently, I will say differently. But right now, we are seeing this. We already have indecision. But, as far as an indecisive market, usually when we get that underneath the cloud, we might as well see reversals. And that's what I'm seeing here. So looking for that big reversal in this market. As far as, let me see. Let me check one more thing. Let me see. Let me get rid of that. As far as divergence, there's none. Let me go down one more time frame. Nope, I don't see any divergence on any time frame. So we're pretty solid here. I just see selling pressure in this market. So we're gonna wait and see, and then we're about to get a bearish crossover too. So we're about to see what this market's made out of very soon. So next, I'm gonna look at Ethereum. I really don't need to look at Ethereum because the reason why the market for crypto is all the same. Like they look exactly identical to one another. And you see here, we have an order block right here. Actually, the order block is actually right there. And we're already making lower lows. If we're looking at it like this, I need to make that thicker. Right there. So if we're looking at this trend line right now, let's take ICHIMOKU off. If we're looking at this trend line right now, you see that we're already getting rejected at this point. We already came down and got rejected twice already. Once here, and this was the start of it. So rejected, came back up, rejected, and we're already seeing signs of rejection here based off the daily as well. You do see that buying pressure is trying to come in on the daily, but you see that rejection immediately already on the daily as well. Now, Ethereum's an interesting story, which is very ironic because I don't know why people waste their time investing in Ethereum. It's the stupidest asset to me as far as gas fees, which is crazy. I just don't see why people would invest in something that's going to cost them more money to take out. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything. This doesn't make sense to invest in something where you're going to put more fees in it when you're trying to get it out. But you do see buying pressure trying to come in right now on Ethereum. The only reason why I don't think that buying pressure is going to last is because it's not reflecting here on the chart. You do see that we did have a rally here, and you could see that buyers came in down here. Let me mark this vertical line here. So buyers really came in here. You see the market was pushing up higher. You see that here. Buyers came in strong. But look what's going on. The market is consolidating, which is saying that this buying pressure is fake. So you got to be careful and mindful of that, which is why I'm looking at the market still pushing lower. But before I do that, I want to see it break this low here. That's why I'm going to put a alert here as well to go short. Short Ethereum. So this is another trade right here. We have to break that 1924 level in 57. Once we break that level, I'll look to go short, but there's no signal yet, so I'm gonna just be holding off on that. And if you look here on the 1 hour time frame, look what's going on. We have a mother candlestick where the price is ranging within this one candle. So we want to see the price break below this mother candle to really enter the market. And you see that buying pressure is trying to come in, but it's still not reflecting here. So I'm not convinced yet. Once we break, let me put another alert right here too, just in case it does break higher. I'm gonna put Ethereum buy alert, and we'll see from there. And after that, that's when I'll get into the market. But right now, there's no telling what the market's going to do. I'm going to move this slightly a bit higher right there. And we're good. So other than that, Ethereum and XRP and Bitcoin, they're doing pretty much the same thing, but they're all showing different signals. Ethereum's signal is slightly different. We already have a death cross here on ICHIMOKU, and then also the Chiku span is underneath price, which is symbolizing the market may want to reverse as well. As far as divergence, let's check. Now, you could argue there is divergence here, depending on the type of person you are. Me, I would say that there is slight divergence here because this is technically right here. This is technically a flat top here, or a double top, flat double top right here. So you see it touched twice in this area. It touched in this area, and then it pretty much touched again here. So what you see here is you saw a decrease in buying pressure, and then you see selling pressure, but you see now buying pressure. But right now it's not reflecting here. So I'm looking still for this move to the downside. So to find potential targets, I'm gonna use the wave analysis. Let's see, from this point. Actually, I can't use the wave analysis. Actually, I can. Yeah, right here. Right there. So from here to this point, to this point. So this will be my target points for Ethereum to the downside. Bam. So I got my targets in place. You said still saving money for that 20 cents? Bet. You know, I'm not going to blow smoke. It might actually, if it does, I'm going to say this, if it does break a certain level, we might see below 20 cents. Because, you know, I still think that they are trying to really get people out of this market. And going below 20 cents and going lower, you know, will result in chaos. And plus, we already have inflation, so I could really see them pushing this market to really crazy lows. Just my thoughts on that. Let's go with the next. I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to look at the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So we're going to go to Forex now. I have not looked at Forex pairs in a minute. So let me start over on this one. All right, right off the get-go, we see, oh, man, we see some divergence right off the bat. Right off the bat, we see divergence. I'm trying to figure out how high this is going to go before this divergence kicks in, though. Because we're already at an order block. Let me show you this. So we're already at an order block, and we have some hidden bearish divergence where we have price moving lower, and we have the indicator of choice moving higher. So there's some fake outs going on right in this area. Now I'm betting you that if I go to the 4-hour time frame or the 1-hour time frame, we're going to see some decreasing in buying pressure. At least that's what I would like to see to confirm a short here. But let's see, let's confirm. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, on the 4-hour it's pretty much even, which is not a good sign. All right, so we're still technically going up, but I'm seeing that the market's starting to slow down a little bit. Coming down to the 1-hour, yep, we see a decrease in, yeah, we definitely see a decrease in buying pressure. Even though the last volume bar is showing that it broke higher than this previous one, so we still got this coming down, but it's not let me see if it's reflecting here. Yeah, we got some indecision coming up. Let's see. Yeah, so right now I would think about going short on the British pound, Japanese yen. Let me confirm one more time, because this one is actually a tough one. I want to, I got 3 hours before this candle closes, so that's not going to be great. Let's see. So looking at this, I'm just going to do this for now. I'm going to bring it down to this point. I want to see how this candle is going to close first. I'll leave it at that, because based on the daily time frame, we definitely have some divergence here, for sure. Like that's undisputed. Like if you can't see that divergence, then I don't know what to say. But that being said, though, looking at it, I want to wait for the 4-hour candle close, which is going to be in the next 3 hours. So I'm not going to wait that long because I'm not going to be here. But looking at it, I do see that there is definitely, selling opportunity that can come in here based off divergence. Is it confirmed 100%? No, but keeping an eye on this, I want to wait for that 4-hour candle to close. And once I get the close, I want to see what the next bar is going to look like. Probably I should be monitoring the 8-hour time frame overall on this, because the 8-hour is going to really give us our answer here. Let's see. If we look at the 8-hour time frame, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this. 8-hour time frame is showing divergence as well from this point. So once again, let me make this only visible for the 8-hour charts. Yeah, once again, we are seeing that the market is probably going to reject at this level. Let me put that right there. But we need to wait. And if you're not a waiter, don't trade. If you can't be patient, do not trade. I'll just say that. Sometimes this market will leave you waiting, fiending for a trade, but sometimes you just gotta wait patiently and just wait on the market to give you the answer. But yeah, I want to see how this 4-hour candle closes, and probably even the 8-hour candle, because if we could get rejection here, then we'll start to see the market drop. I don't see any gray candles on my chart besides this one. Oh, excuse me. Besides this one here. Let me zoom in on it. Yeah, I don't see any gray candles, which is saying that the momentum is still, helping bulls. But I want to see what happens here first, because this is going to dictate if we got real bearish divergence or not. If we do have some bearish, like real bearish divergence where this is confirmed and we don't break this trend line, yeah, this market's going to drop pretty nasty too. So if we do get moves to the downside, the first target, I will look at this fractal level here. And then the next one, I would look at this fractal zone here for a bounce to the upside. So I think we'll be coming down to this point. And then after that, we'll probably make an S wave. And now let me draw that S wave that I'm seeing here. Really, it should be called a Z wave, but whatever. We could make that formation and then continue back higher. So that's what I'm seeing right now. It's going to be a wait. And just because of that, there's no opportunity just yet on GBP, JPY, or GU, or GJ. So no trade there. Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Man, Solana's ugly. Okay, Solana looks like, oh, wow. Oh, we might actually, oh, okay, this makes so much more sense now. Actually, Ethereum, this looks like the Ethereum chart now that I'm thinking about it. This looks like it's forming another descending triangle. Now that I'm thinking about it, Ethereum had that same look where market held this level and rejected at this level too. So we actually might see the market make a tink and bounce. Let me go to the 4-hour immediately for the opportunity. Yep, you see selling pressure coming in here. So we're going to find our trade on the 1-hour chart, if anything. Look at it trying to fake people out right here, trying to get people to buy. Okay, that's funny. All right, entry. I know where I want my entry and stop loss for this one, for a short. Right here. Let me move that over. Oh, that's, I put a long position. Let me put short. Here we go. Right there. And we're going to target down in here first. Actually, we're going to come down a little bit more. All right, right there. This is going to be my target first. Yeah, first target's going to be in here. All right, so looking at this is what I'm seeing right now. If you are going to take a short trade on Solana, entry is at $45 and pretty much $29.50. Stop loss is at 4,300, and then target will be 41.4725. So if you are interested in taking this trade, do not enter now. Wait for it to trigger you in, and then you'll be in the market. Do not enter now. So this is the trade opportunity right here. I'm going to put a flag on this one, and I'll have an idea what it's going to do tomorrow. But if we get triggered in, then great. That's what I have here. US 30. I know a lot of people. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do S&P 500 first, and then US 30. I know a lot of people like these pairs. I still have this one coming down lower. Got in a little too early though. But let's go here. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Let me do this. So we're at a current order block right now, which is actually a pretty big one right in here. Let's see. We're still bearish because we're underneath the cloud. Let's see. Let me see what this pressure is looking like. Got buying pressure here. So let's go down to the 4. I got too many lines on this chart. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of cluttered. All right. So here, perfect. Got it. So here you see selling pressure increasing. You see that sellers are looking to take over this market. I'm not saying that buyers don't have a chance, because there's always a chance when it comes to these markets, but you also see divergence here as well. And it's from this point. Let me show you guys. Pretty much there. And you see the rest is coming down. What I want to see right now, if I'm going to enter short here, it's not confirmed yet. You do see RCI is starting to get bearish. We had a crossover here, and we have blue coming down. But what I want to see to confirm the short, I want to see price break below here to confirm it. Really, I want to see price break below here. But just to be safe, I want to see it break below that fractal level for a short. If we can't get that, I'm not really going to take a trade to the downside. But if you come here, probably be best to find the trade here on the 1 hour time frame, if I'm being honest. Right here. Just right there. I'm gonna take that monthly off. But if you look here, let's see what this is saying to us. We still got selling pressure coming in here. So we see buyers are trying to attempt, because you see this volume is bigger than the previous one. But let's see, we have not broke this high. So this is why another reason why I still can't go bullish on this one. All these markets are looking pretty bearish. You got stocks looking bearish. You got Forex pairs kind of bearish. And then crypto is definitely bearish. There's nothing really saving crypto right now. So right now, no opportunity just yet on S&P 500. But if we're going to look at it, we want to see, I'm going to flag it. I want to see this. And if you are a day trader, you want to see price break structure here. Okay, so actually, I don't want to use that one. Here we go. For a bearish trade, let's see. Bearish needs to break this level, and then to break bullish. Let me just copy this. Bullish break. All right. These are the two structures that I'm looking at as far as the market. Let me also type this as well, because this makes it sound like I'm wishy-washy, and I don't want to sound that way. I will also put leaning more bearish. Just to make, because I know how people are. You're not decisive. Well, okay, that's how trading works. But yeah, I'm leaning more bearish on this particular one. But we're gonna find out if I'm right or wrong. So I have this marked up as far as what I believe is going to happen. But I'm leaning toward the bears on this one. What's up, Naya? How you doing? Yeah, I could take a look at oil. I'm gonna look at S&P. I'm gonna look at US 30 first, and then I'm gonna check out oil for you. I checked oil the other day and it was very interesting. So last time I looked at US 30, I was looking for a long position and you see it went long. So took profit, hit target, out of the market. So now that's over with. I don't need this no more. Let's see. Pretty much it's looking the exact same as S&P 500. We have indecision on this weekly candle. At least, well, it hasn't closed yet. We have 2 more days. Yeah, 2 more days for this weekly to close. 2 days. Wait, 2 days? Really? 2 days? Okay, well, anyways, that's 2 days. 2 days for this weekly candle to close, and then we'll see what happens. We're already at this order block, and we're already... I said to my students, if you are my student, I told you guys that we had increased buying in here, and you see from this point to this point, we had increased buying, and you see nothing wrong with that. Now the question is, will buyers be able to sustain the market? Because right here we see buying pressure, but it's not really looking good here. So this candle hasn't closed. It has 19 hours left for it to close, so anything could happen. But if you come here on the 4-hour time frame, oh man, let me do this. If you come here on the 4-hour time frame, I'm gonna move this as well so I don't have too much clutter. I'm gonna collapse this real quick. If you notice here, let me get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. You see that there is some divergence here from this point, this high, to this low, and then from this point to this high. So there is some divergence here on the US 30 pair. So dirty 30, if you are a dirty 30 trader, be mindful of that. Do not just say, oh, I'm hungry for a trade, because being hungry for a trade could result in just taking an L. So you need to be patient here. You already see selling pressure coming in right here very massively. If you come down to the 15-minute charts, let's go with 15. You see that selling pressure started up here, exactly where we were looking at, and you see sellers came in with vengeance. So now the question is, how's the market going to fare here? I do see that hidden bullish divergence, which is why the market did go up here, right in here. But here's the thing. And this is the interesting thing about this. That divergence does not matter no more because we're failing. What's up, TKO? How you doing, bro? And don't worry, I just got started on US 30. I think you were telling me that you trade US 30. I remember that conversation we had. But looking here, you see how we're holding off at this level right now, you guys? Look, this is why you got to pay attention to little details. And I was talking to Viper, you guys, because me and him, we talk a lot, and especially looking at trading charts. Some of you guys are coming from Viper's channel, and because he, gave me a shout out. But look here. Look at this. I want y'all to remember this. Really pay attention to the details, because you can miss one detail in the trade, and it messes up your whole entire trade. Every detail matters. So looking here, notice how the market came back to this same level, right? But the problem with that, we're not seeing that blue coming in. We're not seeing price break above, or we're not seeing buying volume break blue. So right now, it's not showing that. So I'm not convinced right at this moment that buyers are taking over, because we're making a double top or a M pattern. When I'll show you this M pattern right now. Let me see. You see we made a high, boom, boom. And most likely, I'm looking at this market doing something like this. We break the neckline. Most likely, we're going to complete that M formation. And that's what I have here. Hey, Miss Jacqueline, how you doing? I appreciate you being here. That's what I'm seeing right here, right now. But I want to confirm this, because trading this, I probably would trade this on the 5-minute, even though I don't like trading lower time frames. The only reason why I will go down to the 5-minute time frame, because I'm pretty sure if I put a line right here, I'm pretty sure it's a fractal level on the 5-minute time frame, and I want to see the structure on the 5-minute break here. So let me check it out first before I just talk. Yep, see that fractal right there? These two triangles angling down. What I like to see here, and this is why I said I'm not bullish on this, because look at the selling pressure increase on here. Look at this. So I'm looking at the move doing something like this. I'm looking at sellers coming in this area, this bubble. Just like if we look back here, let me show you guys. This is why it's important to every detail matters. It's like, okay, let me explain something. You ever seen like a artist draw something like let me just make it simple. You see somebody draw like a stick figure versus a actual human being. Like you could tell that, you know, the stick figure is like, okay, just you could tell the stick figure is a person, but it's not a detailed person. Now, if you look at the charts in the same manner, every detail that you miss on the trade or the setup could result in something that you may miss. And this is why I say stuff like this here, because look what happened. Look at this selling pressure come in at the same level here. And you also saw divergence at that level too. Boom. You saw divergence, sellers came in. And you could see sellers came in the market. I can't make this up. You see it for yourself. And then look at what's happening now. We came back to this level. Buying pressure came in. You see buying pressures here. You see what's going on here. Selling pressure is coming back into this market. So I'm not convinced that buyers are going to take over on US 30. So I would look to go short here. So where my entry would be for this would be right here for a short. And that's why I'm thinking bearish. Regardless of you know, what people may see the market as, I'm looking at every single detail in this market. That's why you got to take your time looking at the charts. You can't rush things. When you start to rush in the market, that's when you start to miss little details and take L's. And we ain't here to take L's. If we take L's, it's because, you know, we miss something. We miss very few details. All right. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this to go short. Entry will be at, what entry is that? 33. Oh, well, let me do this because I know it's not the same here. Inputs. So entry point for a short. Do not enter this yet. If you are taking this trade, put a sell stop. If you're going to enter this trade, sell stop will be at 33. 173.21. Stop loss would be at, let's see, where's my stop for this? Where's my stop level? Yeah, stop loss will be at 33,245.64. And then take profit. Well, that's going to be up to you because I don't like to tell people what to do as far as take profit. But my overall target will be 32,928.17. So that's what I'm looking at here. So I'm not going to enter this just yet. There's no reason to. But once we break the structure here, that's when I'll look to enter the trade. Now, if it does go higher, and then we don't lose the trade, we just missed out on a buying opportunity. So we're not losing. We're just learning here. Excuse me. And we're still thinking that the market's going to move lower. The entry, hey CG, how you doing? What's up, Josh? How you doing? I hate L's. Right, I hate L's too. I hate L's too, trust me. But looking at this, let me see the entry once again. Let me give you the entry point. Entry point is right here, 33,173.21. That's the entry. So that's where I would put the entry. Stop loss is up to you, but for me, my stop loss is set to 33,245.64. And take profit is set to 32,928.17. So that's what I got. You know, you're more than welcome to enter that. If it does not trigger us in, then it's not a loss. It's just a missed opportunity. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm also going to set an alert right here too, just in case I miss out on that. What's up, XRPG? How we doing, bro? CG, how you doing, by the way? It's been a minute since we spoke. Josh, and how you doing as well? Hope you guys are doing well. No, for a sell stop. Sell stop. Looking for a sell stop. We're going off the overall bias of the market, which is bearish. So yeah, it's a sell stop. All right, so that's US 30. Let's see. I have not looked at the peso in a minute. Let me take a look at the peso. You know, the peso is actually what started my trading career. I used to trade the peso like so much, but I stopped trading the peso. I don't know why. I just stopped trading it. It was actually one of my go-to pairs when it came to trading, and honestly, I need to probably trade it again. Well, last time I looked at the peso, it did hit all targets, so that was way back there though, so that's over with. Let me see. Let's get rid of this. I'm actually upset that I missed this big opportunity here. This was like probably 6,000 pips now that I'm looking at it. Actually, there's no divergence there. I'm tripping. Actually, there was divergence. Yeah, there was some divergence here. Wow, that's some big divergence too. Let me see something, you guys. This one's just a check, cause wow, look at that move. That was at least. That had to be at least more than 6,000 pips. Hold on a second. Let me see. How many pips was this move? All the way down. Yeah, that was 1,400 pips. Not 1,400, 14,000 pips on this trade. I missed that too. Oh man, I really could have caught that move too. Looking at this, I'm sad actually. I am heartbroken. You know what? I might have to start trading this again because I know when I traded this thing moved like crazy. But anyway, let me look for an opportunity here. We may have an opportunity because we are seeing a C clamp here. ICHIMOKU C clamp. Let me show you. Where the red line is angling down, the blue line goes flat. So this is saying the market's out of equilibrium. What I want to see if we can move back up here. Because we do have buying volume coming in on the lower time frames according to this right here. But we need to break structure though. That's my only thing. You put a sell stop at, okay, I got you. 33,017. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know if how that trade goes for you, man. Because hey, I'm in it with you. I'm just getting things in line, in order right now. All right, so we still have buying pressure coming in here, so that's good. Let me go one more time frame down. I don't like this here though. I don't like that. This probably won't be ready until later. Yeah, this trade probably won't be ready till London session. There is an increase in pressure though that I am seeing that overall. This is moving higher in theory. Dang, how am I gonna get in on this one? Let me see. Let me see. There is. Okay, so this is saying sellers are trying to come in. If, you know, now that I'm looking at it, buyers actually might push the market up right here. I'm going to go one more time frame down. One more time frame. Usually I don't come this far down when it comes to time frames, but looking at it, I might have to. Let me see. This is coming down. This is. I don't like this. There's only one reason why I don't like this, and it's just for bias reasons. Looking at this, it's moving too slow for one. But what I would like to see, I want to see price break this level to go for a buy. So once again, I'm gonna set an alert here. And then I'll come back to it because right now we don't have no signal for the peso. You said you've been good. How about yourself? Yeah, it's been a while. I'll send you an email. Yeah, send me an email and we'll have to chat it up soon. I hope everything's going well with you. Everything's going well with me. You know, things are pretty good. So I appreciate you asking. I definitely appreciate that. Also, you guys definitely smash that like button. It will help out the YouTube algorithm. As far as, you know, building this channel, I would appreciate if you smash that like button and also hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I would definitely appreciate that. We're going to take a look at gold. How many of you guys trade gold? I was actually looking at gold coming back down to here because I saw the N-wave structure. I have gold coming down short. But I said if we do not break this level, then we're going to probably hold here. Let me see. Hi, TKO, you hit me up. Let me see what you say. Oh, no, you're good, man. You're good. I just saw you. I just got your IG message. Yeah, I just got your IG message. But it's all good. For gold, looking at gold now, I can't even use my CVO on this. I still have gold coming down. I said, okay, here I said look out for potential buy to my students in this area because I said if we break this structure, look at the market going to the upside. We did break structure a little bit, but look what happens. Immediately sellers started coming into this area, and that's why I said price is coming down to this level. So I do think price will come down here. You said I don't even see the like button. Really? YouTube took away my like button? Dang, YouTube's a hater. You trade gold too? Yeah, gold is a good asset to trade, honestly. It makes a lot of pips and it moves quite a bit. If you're not trading US 30, gold is another one to trade. But looking here on gold, I like this setup for a short. We see volume coming in right here, a lot of volume actually coming in for a short. Coming down to the, let's see, let's go to the hour. If I'm going to get in on this trade based off the hour time frame, let's see. I don't like this C clamp though. I don't like that. And I do see buyers are trying to come in right now. Let's see. Give me a minute. Let me break this one down a little more because this one's actually tricky. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Just based off what I'm the current data, okay, that I'm getting. And let me explain this well. All right. Okay, so a C clamp is saying that the market's out of equilibrium. So that's the first thing. This is out of equilibrium. So this is saying right off the gate that the market may want to push either back up to this red line or back up to this blue line. So putting this back on, this is the zone that I will look to trade. Now, that being said, the market is still overall bearish for gold because we have, let me show you this cloud right here, if you see it, is angling down still. The top part is flat, but overall the market's bearish. Now that we have considered that, this is why the only reason why I would go short if I was to take a short here. I don't trade this, I wouldn't trade this level to go short because it's support. Usually at a support level you want to go long. However, this is what I'm watching because you see this fractal level is holding. You see how we've got rejection here, market push. We got rejection right now, market's pushing. And then we also got buying pressure increasing. So what I want to see, I want to see the market go up first, probably into this zone, and then short the market. That's the only way I would enter in for a trade. If we get selling pressure, then well, looks like we might get selling pressure right now on live. See how this candle's moving wild? We still got 52 minutes for this candle to close, so there's no reason to pre-jump the gun. Let's go to the 15. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, we also have bullish divergence here, so I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna stick with that bias and then short. So yeah, I'm still sticking with this. I think buyers are gonna take over here, push it up into this zone, and then we'll see the market go short. So if you're gonna take a trade on gold, I will look to buy it first and then short. Yeah, that's what I would look for. An entry point would be here for a long position. And this is not going to be a very long trade either. It's going to be something like this. So for a buy entry on gold, entry would be at 1835.84 for gold entry. Stop loss would be at, let's see, 1831.43. Take profit would be at, let's see, 1845.62. All right. So that's what I have for gold for a trade setup. So I'm gonna put a flag next to it. Keep monitoring this one. I do like this though for a small mini position to go long and then short it. So yeah, that would take us pretty much take us to our blue line here, and then look to go short here. But yeah, overall, I'm still overall bearish on this market. I do think gold will come down to here. I do think that's the case. But we will see. We have a golden cross that's trying to form here, but those don't mean much until unless it's lining up with lower time frames, but I don't think so. I do not think so. And then here on the weekly time frame, you're seeing gold's getting weaker too. So this is gonna be a fun market. You enter on higher time frames. I enter. It depends because I was telling Viper that you don't need to trade multiple charts, and I'm actually gonna do a video on that. Like, you don't need to trade like 5 different time frames. You could just trade just one time frame, honestly. But what it comes down to, you understanding volume, and you gotta understand price action and market structure if you're gonna do that. Like for instance, like I could have taken a trade at different points on this chart based off ICHIMOKU. Could have gotten a long position around this area because on Ichimoku was telling me that buying pressure was coming in on this market. So once I see buying pressure here, I will go long in this and would have caught this whole thing. Now, if I'm seeing this, since I see, and you see how I traded just one time frame without going to a lower time frame, I could have taken a short here because technically, we have a break underneath our blue line, which is trading like a moving average. So, and then you also see selling pressure coming in here as well. So it could have taken a short here based off of that. But, you know, that comes down to just being, you know, knowing the market and understanding structure as well. And looks like we're about to trigger. It looks like we're about to go up right now. Yeah, it looks like it's fighting to go up right now on gold. But yeah, I focus on, usually when I trade, I focus on 2 time frames. I look at 2 time frames. Once I see that it's in confluence with what I'm looking at, then I'll take a trade to, you know, say maybe I'll trade it on a lower time frame, or I'll just trade the same time frame. But trading, it's based on what you're trying to do or your rules. I keep my rules simple. I don't try to go too crazy because higher time frames dictate the the move of the entire market. You said I know a lot of people look at higher time frames but enter on lower time frames. Yeah, they do that because they want to snipe the market. You said so you don't trade full time. Well, that's what I'm doing now. I have no choice but to trade full time. Yeah, I do trade full time. But when it comes to this market, you have to understand the structure and your rules for yourself, because you see right here, Gold actually just hit our. It just actually. Man, I should have actually. Let me go ahead and put that trade in on my phone. It actually just triggered. So if you took gold, the trade just triggered just now. So we're seeing it right now. We got a minute 40 seconds for this candle to close. So we'll see how this market responds. We still have buying volume coming in. Really, we should have entered here, but whatever. That's fine. I'm being a little aggressive for this trade, but I still think this is coming up for a little bit. But anyway, let me go ahead and put this trade in on gold on my phone. I'm gonna go for a short buy. All right, we got a trade on gold going. Let me go ahead and let me do this as well. Where's my inch? This is the 15-minute. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me also pull this up real quick. All right, we're already in profit, 9 cents, so I'll take that. Let's see. Where's my trades at? So I just put a trade in on gold. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that up right now. I'm surprised I don't have. Let me do this. It's 15-minute chart. So yeah, my take profit will be up here. All right. So we'll go ahead and do that small trade. I'm actually focusing more on crypto than anything. So yeah, you see right now we're starting to push up. So if you took the trade, you should be in a little bit of profit. Not a lot, but a little bit of profit. A little teenagey. But yeah, that's what I have for gold. So we'll see how this one plays out. I have this one flagged, so I actually didn't even set my stop loss. Hold on a second. All right, stop loss is set, so we're good now. And y'all see how gold is performing right now, so we just need a strong close on gold. That's all I'm saying. If we could close strong on here, then I'm fine. You said I'm trying to get the bag like you, right? Hey, I'm trying to get the bag every day if I can. Ooh, this gold trade is crazy. I wonder why gold is acting like this today. Interesting. Well, I'm going to just leave this running. I'm going to go to the next one. Let's see. Naya, oh man, I'm so sorry. If you're still here, now that I think about it, I think I haven't looked at oil yet. I am tripping. I am so sorry to keep you waiting. Because I said I was going to look at it earlier, but my mind said no. Goodness, hold on a second. Oh, I do not like oil here.